For the alternating Superman, start with the ball right under your belly and your wrists right under your shoulders. Exhale as you pull your belly button in towards your spine to lock in those core muscles. Slowly lift one leg and the opposite arm, stabilizing with the core. Make sure you lift the leg with the glute and not your lower back. Alternate sides. Perform 10 to 20 repetitions. To make the exercise easier, perform it in a tabletop position without the ball. Again, focus on keeping your hips stable and your lower back lifted. To make the exercise even harder, perform it in a full plank position. Again, lifting opposite arm and leg. For the single leg squat, start sitting on a bench with one leg lifted. Exhale as you press through your heel to stand up, squeezing the glute. Inhale as you slowly lower back down. Try to keep that knee back behind the toes and avoid rounding through your spine. Perform 6 to 10 repetitions of the single leg squat and then switch to the other leg. If you're having trouble completing the single leg squat, try putting a yoga block under the lifted leg, but don't press too hard onto it. To make the single leg squat even more challenging, just add weight. Remember to keep those shoulders down away from your ears and your core engaged. For the reverse plank, start with your wrists right under your shoulders and your fingertips pointing away from you. Press your heels into the ground as you squeeze your glutes to lift your hips up. Make sure to keep that core really tight so you don't arch through your back. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds. To make the reverse plank easier, just be on your elbows instead of your hands. Again, press your heels into the ground to raise your hips up by really engaging those glutes. If you've mastered the static hold of the reverse plank, try adding some alternating leg lifts. Again, really press those heels into the ground to make sure those hamstrings are firing. For the hamstring curl, start with your feet on the ball and your palms facing up. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips up. And exhale as you curl your heels in towards your butt with the hamstrings. Slowly inhale as you roll back out. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions. If you're having a hard time with the hamstring curls, try just lifting your hips up and back down. Really squeeze through the glutes and press your feet into the ball to engage through the hamstrings. Keep that core engaged and your pelvis tucked under. If you can easily perform 15 repetitions, try a single leg variation. For the side plank, start with your elbow aligned right under your shoulder. Lift your hips up by pushing your feet into the ground. Raise your top arm up and make sure to keep that neck in line with your spine. Gently squeeze your glutes to press your hips forwards. Hold this for 30 to 60 seconds on each side. To make the side plank easier, drop your bottom knee to the ground. Raise your top arm up and keep those hips pressing up towards the sky. Remember to pull your belly button into your spine to use your deep core muscles. To make the side plank even more challenging and add a rotational component, try threading your arm underneath your torso. Repeat 10 to 15 times on each side. You can even try adding a light weight to make it even more challenging.